Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be 5 reasons misery loves company. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Listen, y'all. This video is based upon all the reasons of why misery loves company. Now, let me say this, y'all. I know somebody need to hear it right now, but I got to say this. Understand this, y'all. You in a relationship with somebody right now, and they miserable. Yes, sir. You married to somebody, and they miserable. You got a best friend, and they miserable, right? You at your job, you at your school, and you surrounded around some miserable people. Now, let me tell you this, y'all. Misery loves company for a few reasons. Right? For a few reasons. And listen, if you in any one of these situations, I came to let you know it's okay. Yes, sir, but I want you to understand something. It's time for you to set yourself free from these miserable people. It's time for you to let yourself go and exonerate yourself from these miserable individuals who are draining you of all your energy. All right? That's what misery do, y'all. Miserable people drain you of your energy and your time. All right? That's what miserable people do. They don't got anything else better to do but talk about this person, say what this person doing, what this person ain't got, right? Who this person talking to, what this person screwing. I mean, they got all the time in the day to talk about negativity and miserable things. Yes, sir, but they ain't trying to build no empire. Yes, sir, they ain't trying to build no house. They ain't trying to build something to keep something. All they trying to do is tear people down, tear things down, right? And you don't need to be around that. So I want to give you the 5 reasons of why miserable people loves company, okay? But y'all already know how we do, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video if any one of these reasons resonate with you. Yes, sir. As well as subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, drop in the comments, yes, sir, and say you won't make me miserable. Make sure you drop in the comments and say you won't make me miserable. Okay? So the first reason of why misery loves company is this right here, y'all. They're miserable. Okay? This is the obvious sign, right? This is why misery loves company. Okay? They are miserable. What does it mean to be miserable? What it means to be miserable, y'all, is this right here. You got to understand, these are people who don't have what they want in life. These are people who hate what they did in life, right? These are individuals who hate their past. Yes, sir. I mean, they hate the decisions that they've made. And what they do is they take it out on innocent faces. Yes, sir. Drop in the comments and say, you won't take it out on me. They take it out on innocent faces. They take it out on pure people, right? On pure hearts. They take it out on people who ain't did nothing wrong to them. That's what miserable people do, y'all. You got to understand this. They probably don't have no family. They don't got no friends, right? They don't got no hobbies, okay? I mean, they don't have anything that they really love, right? Or people don't want to be around them for that same reason. They miserable. Okay, so understand that, y'all. That's the first obvious reason. They are miserable. Okay, understand that. Another thing too, y'all, what I've seen about miserable people, they hate when somebody else have found their purpose or their passion. Okay, y'all, I mean, listen, y'all don't take my advice for it. I'm trying to tell y'all something that I actually lived, okay, and sometimes even still go through. People will be mad at you, right? Because you found your purpose and you found your passion, okay? And if you associate yourself with these individuals in any kind of way, shape or form, if you associate yourself with them, they're going to be mad and they're going to try, and they're not going to have no choice and no other way but to present it, right? And put that energy on you, okay? It can be anything. Maybe y'all talk at a certain time of the day, every day, right? For all my people who have a spouse or in a relationship, right? And then one day they just change up their paradigm and they become inconsistent, right? Well, it's because they're miserable and they don't want to hear your positive day. Yes, sir. They don't want to hear about the things that you've accomplished. Yes, sir. They don't want to hear about, what you did on your job. They don't want to hear about it. Right? So what they do is they try to avoid you because they are miserable. And when they do catch up with you, they're trying to put their misery on you. Misery loves company, y'all. I'm trying to tell you why, right? And whenever you have that purpose, that passion, that thing that you found, that thing that you love, Okay, remember what I told y'all. Okay, when you find something that you're passionate about, you'll never work another day in your life, right? This is the part of life of where I am, y'all. So I found my purpose, right? I found my passion, and I have to be aware of the people that I have around me, because everybody won't be happy, about what I'm doing. Yes, sir. Everybody won't be happy for me. So you have to be very careful of who you bring around you, because if you bring some wrong individuals around you, they won't be conducive to your growth. Okay? They won't be conducive to your growth. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you won't stop me from growing. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, you won't stop me from growing. Listen, y'all, I was reading a book by Dick Gregory. Okay, the late Dick Gregory, right? And one of the things he said in his book, it was something that I already knew, but he kind of confirmed it. He said, listen, you can't buy a Maybach, right, and go back to the ghetto with it and expect for them to be happy, right? You can't buy no Rolls Royce and go back to the hood with it and expect for them to be happy. Listen, anytime, he said this in the book, y'all, anytime you bring an object like that back to, the poverty, basically back to people who are in poverty or the hood or the ghetto, you are reminding them of the things that they don't have no access to, or you are reminding them of the things that they are not in reach to touch, okay? It's like having a prisoner that's behind bars and cages, and you walk around with a big old box of pizza, right? You walk around with a big old box of pizza, and he behind them cages. The moment you let him, from behind them cages, he probably gonna attack you. Yes, I'm talking. He finna lay you down about that box of pizza. He about to lay you down for that box of pizza. So I want you to understand something, y'all. Miserable people, they want you to be miserable because they are miserable. Understand that, y'all. That's the first obvious reason. Okay, I couldn't bypass that. Number two. The second reason, it's going to be this, y'all. They want to be happy, but they can't. All right? Let me say that one louder for the people in the back. Understand this, y'all. They want to be happy, but they can't. Let me break it down by using this analogy right here, y'all. Y'all remember when you was in school, okay, and you have, a person who is fortunate and another person who's less fortunate. Let's just say the bully is less fortunate, right? Let's just say it's the bully who's less fortunate, okay? And then you have, this L7 kid, right? L7 kid, right? Square. You know what I'm saying? And his clothes is nice. He got some nice kicks, okay? And then you got this bully right here. Everybody, and by the way, everybody is only his friend because they're afraid of him. Yes, sir. So he don't really got no real respect. It's all about fear, right? And so with this bully, he take the kid who's fortunate, who got nice shoes. They got on Jordans, Air Force Ones, all the name brand clothes, right? Polo, Nike, whatever, you name it. They got everything. But what happens is, y'all, that bully shames that kid who is fortunate, to where the bully make the kid feel like he really want the clothes that the bully have. But in actuality, the bully really want what he got. That makes sense, y'all? In other words, in layman's terms, y'all, the bully manipulated that kid to make him feel like what he had or what he has is nothing. But in actuality, that's what the bully want. He want the nice shoes. He want the nice J's, right? He want his parents to care for him and be there for him, right? The way the other kid parents be there for him. Okay, so understand that, y'all, the bully is miserable. What am I saying? Miserable people don't want you to recognize your happiness. Miserable individuals don't want you to understand how blessed, how fortunate, right? How happy you are. They don't want you to recognize that. They want to drown you with all their negativity. They want to drown you with all their, misery. They want to drown you with all their baggage and their luggage, drop it on you until next thing you know, you start feeling like, man, I'm living the same life you living. No, you ain't. You ain't living the same life they living. You're just becoming drowned in their BS. You're becoming drowned in their negativity. Understand something, y'all. The misery wants company. I think I said this in one of my other videos, y'all. It's very simple, right? Positivity wants company. Money wants company. Successful people wants company. Anything that you put or anything that you say add company on the end of it, and then that statement then become true. Okay? Understand that, y'all. It wants company, right? And so that's why you have to be mindful of the people that you keep around you. See, they really want to be happy. They really want what you got. They really wish they was in your position. Understand that, y'all. Somebody drop in the comment and say, they wish that was me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say they wish that was me. Understand this, y'all. It's somebody who watching your life. You probably not where you want to be in life right now. Yes, sir. You probably not, in that townhome or that dream car, right? Or you probably don't have the family yet, the husband, the wife. I mean, whatever it is that your heart desires, you probably don't have all those particular things. But guess what? You got your mind, right? Guess what? You still have your ambition. Guess what? You still have the little blessings that God gave you. And some of them blessings ain't even little. They big blessings. But you done had them so long to where you start to not even realize them. But I want you to realize this. Those miserable people don't want you to realize how happy that you really are. You found your passion. You found your purpose. You building your dream. Yeah, you probably don't got a multi-million-dollar house. You probably don't have millions and billions of dollars or even thousands. But guess what? You have the mindset and you have the business infrastructure on how you can build an empire. Do y'all know how many people who still just trying to figure out what they want to do in life? How many people are confused? How many people wish that they can do something that you are doing? How many people who haven't even found out what they really gifted at? So do you understand that it's a blessing when God allows you to find your gift, right? Getting back to the miserable people, y'all. Misery loves company, and they hate the fact that you are happy. They want to be happy, but they can't. Understand that, y'all. Number 3, they don't want to be alone, okay? I'm sure y'all probably understand that, but let me say that one once again for my people in the back. They don't want to be alone, okay? Understand that. It's almost like this, y'all. I'm going to use this example. It's almost like FOMO. Y'all know what FOMO is? Fear of missing out, right? Fear of missing out. Well, Reno, what you mean by that, man? Explain it real quick. So let me explain this to y'all. Understand this, y'all. It's almost like FOMO, and the reason why I say that is because they know that them being miserable is not going to bring no money, no food, no positivity. They know it's not. They know that it's counterproductive, right? They know that it's counterproductive. They understand that. They understand it, but they make a conscious decision to do the other thing, right? Which is be negative. But since they're in this realm of being negative and miserable, what they want to do is bring other people to that same table or to that same realm. Why? Because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be alone. Listen, I need somebody to be on this negative boat with me. I don't want to be on this negative boat by myself because I do really understand that I should be being positive. Yes, sir, I do understand that I do become like the people who I'm surrounding myself with. I do understand that if I keep being like this, I'm not going to be able to attract the things that I want to attract in life. Because that's just how the law is set. Okay? If you hang around, a bunch of millionaires, you'll probably become a millionaire. You hang around a bunch of people who sell drugs, you're probably going to end up selling drugs, smoking drugs. You're going to do something with drugs because you are surrounded by what? Drugs. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say law of attraction. Okay? We finna get a little scientific in here, right? Philosophical, whatever you want to call it. But understand what I'm saying, y'all, on a serious note. They are miserable, and they want you to be miserable right along with them. Again, it's like fear of missing out. I'm so scared if don't nobody join me because something may happen. And I'm gonna be the only one being miserable, right? That's why a lot of people don't want to die alone. It was a song that somebody had. Are y'all living together and are y'all dying together, right? It was a song, literally, y'all. It's called Are You Living Together or Are You Dying Together? Okay? Understand this. Most people are dying together, right? They're not living. Okay? I like what Drake said. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Okay? That was powerful. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Sometimes we do this with our spouses and our partners. We don't live with them, we die with them. Meaning, we sit in the house miserable. You know, we don't go out to eat anymore. And there's a difference when you're trying to get your money up, right? And you building an empire. Y'all understand that. But I'm talking about for those people who are pretty much where they're going to be at in life, right? They pretty much where they're going to be at. And they still just living together because what? They have found comfortability in one another, right? Security in one another. Understand that, y'all. That's what happens. And guess what? You become to be more and more and more miserable. But guess what? It's like fear of missing out. I don't want to be by myself. I need somebody to be miserable with me. I want somebody to live this miserable life with me. It's not life. You're down with them. And I like what Tyler Perry said, right? I love his movie. It was his play. And I think he turned it into a movie too, but I can do bad all by myself. Listen, sweetheart, you can do bad all by yourself. Listen, bro, you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need nobody to be miserable with. You can do that by yourself, okay? So understand that, y'all. They don't want to be alone, but don't join them on their miserable path, all right? Number 4, y'all, negative conversations, right? Negative conversations. We know what you mean by that. Simple as what it is, y'all. They want somebody to be negative with all day. They want somebody to be in their negative cyclone with them. They want somebody to entertain their negative thoughts. Simple as that, y'all. Again, it kind of connects to what I just said, y'all. If you're going to be negative, you're going to have to surround yourself with other negative people. All right? It's just simple. It's just simply what it is. You got to surround yourself around other negative individuals if you want to have negative conversations all day. And this is what they say, conversation rules the nation. Sincerely, y'all, when I was an Uber driver, the rides where I got the most and highest tips were the rides where I had conversation, right? Were the rides that I had conversation, period. It could be a ride where I was completely nice. I was cool with this person, right? Hey, you want me to let the window down? You want some air? I mean, what you want? Cool. You can have it your way, right? Who that is? Have it your way. Is that McDonald's or Burger King? I think that's Burger. Man, y'all get the point, right? You can have it your way. And so I would realize that with these rides, I really wasn't getting, too much of a tip. But the rides where I would have conversation, I would get $10, $15, $20. I think one time I got like $30 for a tip. Case in point, what I'm saying is, y'all, conversation rule the nation. Even miserable people want people to have conversation with, right? Because listen, y'all, we are born to be with people. I don't care how much people want to preach, be alone, even myself. But understand this, it's a time and place to be alone. You don't want to die alone, I can guarantee you that. Don't nobody want to die alone. But so you have to realize this right here, y'all. People who are miserable, they even want people to share negative conversation with, right? Or else they'll be talking to themselves. And don't nobody want to talk to themselves. I don't care who you is. I don't care if you're a genius. I don't care, I don't care who you is. You don't want to talk by yourself or to yourself all day. That's another reason why misery loves company. They want somebody to have negative conversation with. All right? Understand that. So the last one, y'all, is going to be number 5. Number 5 is simply going to be this, y'all. It's a spirit. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, we about to talk heavy, y'all. It's a spirit. Understand this. And I speak about spirit and flesh a lot. But understand this, what I say. But understand how... But understand how misery, right, or miserable people connect with But understand how misery connects with a spiritual being, right? Just understand how it connects with that. See, misery is a spirit. Jealousy is a spirit. Hate is a spirit, right? Envy is a spirit. But guess what else is also a spirit, right? Love is a spirit, right? Compassion is a spirit. Care is a spirit. Kindness is a spirit, right? That's why you hear some people say, I love your spirit. Because it's something that's embedded inside you, right? You have to want to do that. Even when a person do it, if they don't have a good spirit, you're going to feel it. And you, even if they did something nice or it was a nice gesture, you just going to be like, thank you. But in your spirit, in your soul, you're going to be like, nah, I'm not rocking with that, right? I don't know why they did it. I don't know what their intentions was, but I ain't rocking with that, okay? So you have to understand that misery is a spirit, right? This is why miserable people want company. They want other people who have that same spirit. That's why y'all, when y'all on your job, right? You at school, whatever facility you in, when you start seeing negative people, you're going to see they roll in flocks and packs, right? When you see negative people, they ain't by themselves. Oh no, they ain't by themselves. They got people who they clicked up with. That's why on these jobs, people are clicked up more than elementary school, more than the high school. They clicked up. And the reason why they clicked up is because they have that same spirit. That's why I say, y'all, misery is a spirit, okay? Hate is a spirit. Envy is a spirit. But guess what? Love is a spirit, right? Kindness, compassion is a spirit. But they made a choice. They made a choice. They made a decision to be miserable, right? And they want you to be miserable right along with them. Yes, sir. But listen, I need you to drop in the comments and say, I'm not having it. Yes, sir. I want you to drop in the comments and say, I'm not having it. Understand this, y'all. Miserable people love other miserable people. They want company. They want company. Okay? But listen, y'all, you don't got to join that. Stay positive. Stay on the straight and narrow and just keep going, y'all. Understand this. Keep building your empire. Yes, sir. Keep building your empire. If you watching this right now, y'all, listen, you ain't watching this for no reason. I want to tell you this right here. I want you to understand that all you got to do is keep building, keep grinding, keep working. Stay away from miserable people, y'all. Because all they want you to do is join their company. Yes, sir. I'd rather you be unemployed than join the miserable company. Okay? Understand that, y'all. I can't close this out no better. But I want you to keep pushing, and I want you to stay positive and keep working on your empire. And most importantly, keep God first and number one. All right. So with that being said, y'all can hit any one of the links in my description. Check out any one of my books. That's Rich Mentality, Traumatized by Love, Fairly Unequal, as well as 8 Steps to Self-Publishing a Successful Book. Also, you can check out any one of my memberships. That's my YouTube membership or my Patreon. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.